strange, strange time. But anyway, let's play a video game. This is a strange time. Okay. Last time on the Banner Saga, we got to this place. Ridgehorn? Yes, Ridgehorn. We got to Ridgehorn. And it's hot in Portland too. I am so sorry. Is that Rapunzel from Tangled? That's such a cute emote. I love it. That's so good. Okay, we should upgrade Alfred because she's badass. What is this? Oh, she doesn't have any points available. I can't upgrade her. She's cool though, and I like her. What about the Castaway? Promote this guy. We have 2 points available still. I want to get some crits. Yeah. Heroic title available. I don't know if I want to give a heroic title to a dredge. That seems... Oh my god, there's more! That's adorable! Okay, have a good time. And I hope all of your laundry comes out of the launder looking fresh and not wrinkled. I don't know what one can hope for laundry. Other than a lack of wrinkles, I suppose. Alright, so this fella... He's a shield boy. Let's get some strength. It's only 52 degrees there. Where are you? In the frozen north? Can I have it? Can you give some of the frozen north to me? Did I already give him? Yeah, he's twice born. So I can give... Oh, he has points to spend. I have points. So then I can give him more. That costs 15. And then Ivor, the Foolish. It costs 15 for him. Plus 3 strength, -1 armor, 20% crit. Yeah, boys. And then Sigbjorn. We don't have enough to promote him. We can probably... No, we need 19 to promote that fella. Folka? Nope, we don't have enough to promote her. The Apostate? It would be 10. Okay. Alright, we can promote the Apostate. What's this? Avoid any killing blow? Oh, yeah. Cool. Cool. Be thankful summer is the worst. It's real bad. It's real bad. Okay, we promoted people. Now I guess we talk to this guy. Spar sits on the rubble of a ruin, watching Ivan move vast slabs. Right, Ivan's trying to get back into the broken tower of Ridgehorn, which is where Juno came back from the dead, which is where the problems we think with the darkness started, I think, is what happened. Yes. He fidgets with an ornate mead horn. Good a time as any to give you this, Varl. I've noticed you got no drinking horn, and that's no way to live. I don't care to drink from a yak's horn, old man. Nay, nay, does this look like a soaring yak's horn? It's carved from the tusk of a gold boar. Shines, even in full black. Okay, so I never seen a real gold boar, but I did steal it a long time ago from a very rich man, and he seemed pretty convinced. Folka stabbed me with her eyes when I told her I was giving it to you. Stabbed with her eyes. That's good, yes. I've done that to a person before. What made you think of this now? Oh, I don't know. Been down a lot of roads. Got a feeling I might not see the end of this one. And I don't want to imagine Ditch using it for some disgusting thing after I'm dead. Why give it to me? Tradition, Varl. These young folk don't know respect. They don't remember a time when it was right to honor a guest. I don't care what any of them say. You're doing a fine job. Look here, that's history carved there. Before banners and tapestries. See the little armies? The tusk does seem to shimmer on its own. Carved figures almost look like they move as you roll it in your hands. I can't keep this. Take it, take it. It's not getting me laid anymore. Not like this lang spill, anyway. He smiles, pleased with himself. You don't seem too upset about facing death. Upset about dying? Farrell, I'm more upset about living. Do you know what it's like taking a piss 3 times a night, but only waking up twice? No, death sounds fine. Sounds fine. But I'll tell you what. I'll miss my life. The secret for us poor bastards with short lifespans. It's love. Sounds like a bunch of rot, I know. But if you don't love life, it'll make you miserable. Learned that from a lady friend. Where'd you learn to play? What do you mean? Who taught me? Nah, nobody taught me. It was a festival. Biggest of the year. By all rights, too young to hold my drink, sipping from every unwatched cup I could find. There's a spat happening. One guy built like a bear, howling at another man over his girl, or I don't remember. Doesn't matter. This other poor bastard, he's a mouse. You ever see one of those guys? Thin beard, wide eyes, ready to run. The brute comes at him with a knife pulled right out of his dinner, and the mouse is soiling himself, climbing over tables to get away. Everyone's loving it. Even the musicians stopped to watch. I'm off my head the drunk, and I'm thinking, by the gods, this needs a good song. So I grab the instrument and go wild, sawing and screaming. The thing just sings in my hand. At least in my head, it's a masterpiece. It must have sounded like a boiled cat. The mountain of a man, he slowly looks over at me with the most complete confusion I've ever seen. And I just remember the next moment there's a knife in his neck. The mouse got him. Even drunk as I was, I knew it was because of me. I've been playing ever since. Frankly, it's a damn tragedy wasting my talents on these ungrateful monsters. I better go ahead and check on Juno. Aye, you better. If these two don't find this passage soon, Bulwark will feign us right in our puckered asses. Yeah. Thanks for the horn. I'll make sure nobody does anything disgusting with it. And enjoy it, too. It's not a bloody decoration. It's a gift from the God-blessed ravens. Yeah, we fucking have a horn now. Is it an item? Yeah, I knew it was an item. Boom. I guess now we just go up this hill and probably die, probably. You remember this? Oh, not that. But do you remember the top? This was in the first game. We were here in the first game. Juno was dead. And now she's not dead anymore. I thought you'd be helping Ivan. I had to check on something. Look to the horizon. The serpent writhes in the distance. It knows we're here, but won't approach. Hopefully. What does it want? I believe it is simply waiting for an opportunity. For now, it is just trying to discover what we will do next. I know the feeling. These horn towers are portals the Menders built long ago. They allow us to enter the inner earth, the dredge home. I knew the dredge came from below, but inner earth, like caverns? No, not at all. Imagine another world with sun and sky like our own, but within our own. This will be a dangerous path, but the quickest route to the place where Ivan will undo all of this. Juno sees the skepticism on your face without looking. I also came here to speak with you privately. I know Ivan may seem unusual or unapproachable, but he is a good person. Usually, if you have to tell someone you're not bad, you are right. I have been careful to protect everyone, but in doing so, only create more doubt. The fact is, I saved him and he saved me. He is kind and devoted. There's a smile on her face, and you realize that it may be the first you've seen. I don't know how to talk about it without sounding like an infatuated girl. I truly love him. I know it won't excuse things to say the Valka lead different lives, hard in their own way. But don't we all deserve to be loved by those who would do anything for us? You two are not making it easy. I am not oblivious to this. I regret that I've not found a better way. When you asked to come with us, I was uncertain. I didn't want to take you away from loved ones. But I'm glad to have you here. I consider you a friend, one of the few Ivan and I have left. I will do what needs to be done to fix all of this, no matter the cost. And I've decided that no matter what happens again, I will not influence you. I promise you that. Trust is important. A whistle reaches you on the wind. You leave the churning coils of the serpent on the horizon and return to where the others have already entered the tower. Hi, Spaceship Taco. Oh, damn. That's a lot. Oh, and there's Bulwark. Yay! Ah. You join the others, already waiting in an enormous chamber beneath the tower. So, what do you expect to happen next? Spar sputters. Ivan steps to the edge. We jump. Heavy footsteps echo off high walls, and a dreadful outline stands in the doorway. Well done, witch, says Bulwark. Made a fool of me again. Even from here, you can tell he's shaking with rage. Ivan screams for everyone to jump, but there is only hesitation. Folka turns and walks to Bulwark. This is bad. The caravan watches Folka with rapt anticipation. I doubt we'll get another chance to talk, Bulwark, so I had to know. Is there anything left of you in there? I never left, Folka. You left. We thought it was what you wanted. I thought I was following orders. What's done is done. Yeah, that does sound like you. You get as close as you dare. The two barely acknowledge your presence. Go on, Folka. Get out of here. What if the Valka can undo this, Bulwark? What if they really can? It doesn't have to end like this, you stubborn dolt. They lied to you, Folka. They're lying still. Bulwark points his axe at the Valka, and static flickers across Ivan's shaking hands. Those two took our reputations. They took our freedom. They took my life. They did all of this. Even if they can save this world, I won't allow it. Are you kidding me? Life's not fair. Is that your argument? Even when I was 8 years old, I never gave you such sniveling drivel. Don't destroy everything we made to save your pride. The Ravens need you. So do I. You feel the slightest shift in Bulwark's demeanor, but in a blink, it's gone. Jump down the rabbit hole, Folka. I won't stop coming until every one of you is dead. That's all you've got for me? Me? Folka snatches Bulwark's axe from her belt, the one he threw near Strand, and pushes it into his hand. If this is just revenge, why wait? I'm gonna trust her. I've trusted her this whole time. If she dies, then I guess she dies. That's just how it's gonna be. I've always liked you, Folka. That's why I gave you a chance to run. Are we doing this? Things are suddenly moving too quickly to react. Wrong decision! Whoopsie daisy. Without hesitation, Bulwark buries the axe blade deep into Folka's neck, and she falls in a bloody heap. Your face narrowly escapes Bulwark's second axe as you stumble backwards. His screaming rage fills the room until a peal of thunder drowns it out. Lightning arcs from Ivan's staff, scorching the ground around you in wild patterns, catching Bulwark's fur cloak on fire. Ravens reluctantly leap into the pit, and you follow, tumbling down into the darkness as the light from the hole above recedes. A roar rings in your ears like the bellow of a sunder. Bulwark leans over the edge, his face wreathed in flames from the smoldering cloak. It's the last thing you see before everything goes black. Well, Folka's dead now. So that's a decision that we made. Wait, why has it got like a plus at the end? Ha ha ha, talk about burying the hatchet. Ha 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 ha. Hi. Sometimes you awaken more tired than when you fell asleep. This is one of those times. Elio is sitting silently bedside. Elio, were you watching me sleep? What? No. Yes. I mean, Oddlife sent me to get you. Wasn't sure whether to shake you awake or let you... What's happening? Nothing good. Rugga's free. Oh shit, I forgot that I didn't kill Rugga! I thought I killed Rugga! But I didn't kill Rugga. Why didn't I kill Rugga? Oh, I thought I killed him, but I spent so long making the decision that I didn't kill him. I tried to kill him, and then Oddlife told me not to kill him, and then I didn't kill him. I know, you told me to kill Rugga, and I didn't kill Rugga, and now he's creating problems out by the gates. Oddlife's trying to talk some sense into them now. Ah, better hurry. Let's just fucking get there. All right. What? I hate to say it, but we should bring as many clansmen as we can find. It would be a grave mistake to leave them behind. You don't think they'll be safer here? I don't think we'll be safe without them. Nah, fuck, everything's gonna die. Everything is awful. Why didn't I kill him? You told me to kill him and I didn't kill him. I should have killed him. I thought that everything would be fine, but he's alive and he's being a jerk. And I'm fucking, this is the worst. You squint in the sunlight outside the cool shade of your tent, and a smell reminds you of the small farmhouses you once lived near in Skoker. The field is full of horseborn, a lot more than there were before. Ubin stands in their midst, the shepherd of a confused flock. He's chatting with Gunnulf, catching up on lost time. Ubin spots you and waves, beckoning you to join them. These horseborn lost a lot of leaders all at once. He tells you about the new arrivals. I haven't found a lot of sympathy here in Arborang, despite helping defeat Ruin. Hate to crowd your camp, but what would you think about taking them under your wing? Are you sure they want that? We won't know until we ask, Ubin replies. In times like these, I believe it's better to have too many friends than too few. Have a horseborn ally speak to them? No, I'll talk to them. I'll offer them. You call to the herd and Ubin translates in his charismatically deep voice. They look dubious, but some ask questions. By the end of it, many have wandered away, but some have accepted a loose alliance. Well, we got 23 horseborn, which is more than 0. What kind of trouble got stirred up that we need the whole clan? I don't know, a lot. Because it's Rugga and we didn't kill him, even though I thought I killed him. But I guess I clicked kill him, and then Odd Life was like, no, don't kill him. And I was like, fine. It's just like, I didn't think I was going to be pummeling him to death with my fists. And honestly, that's a lot. That's a lot. To pummel someone to death with your fists? Through still gaping holes in the splintered walls, you glimpse the dredge, indolently lurking. Bleary-eyed workers do their best to fill the cracks. The foreman spies you at the head of the caravan. Got any fighters with strong arms? God knows we could use them, and they'll be well fed. Yeah, I'll give them volunteers, for sure. It's all we can spare, you claim. Some clansmen don't seem to mind their chance to do something productive. That's a very traumatic thing to do, for sure. I believe your words were, Odd Life won't bang me if I kill him in front of her. Well, that's true. That seemed true at the time. I don't think Odd Life would bang me if I killed a man in front of her with my bare fists. But I don't know, maybe that turns some people on. It's just a question of morality, really. So many survivors occupy the dirt along the common paths. They begin to blend together. A young girl conquers her shyness and comes begging for food at your feet. Others are inspired to do the same. Compared to these people, you have a considerable amount of supplies. The real question is how much you're willing to spare for those who aren't in your clan, who will keep coming in the future. You consider what to tell the growing crowd of open hands. What to tell the growing crowd of open hands. Yeah, I guess I'll share my own personal supply and allow clansmen to do as they please. I'm not gonna, like, leave them a ton of food, and I'm not gonna ignore them. You hand the girl a small bundle and ruffle her hair before she runs off, but the rest, with open hands, don't share her sweet smile when you indicate there is no more to spare. We only have 7 days of food. Alright, is there an option to kill Rugga this time? Or are we done with the opportunity to kill Rugga? I just didn't like the idea of beating him to death with my hands while he was in jail. That seems like a really shitty thing to do. TBQH. Like, I don't know. If you were just okay with that. Dredge killer! Shouts a woman as you approach. Contrary to what sounds at first like an angry mob, the opposite occurs. Thankful survivors crowd around, asking questions you can't answer. What if the dredge attack again? What about the darkness? What do we do now? Hold out hope? Yeah, hold out hope. Many of these survivors have no banner left to claim, but cheer their fealty to you and follow toward the gates. After your rousing speech, you don't dare send them away. Oh yay, 112 clansmen. Lovely. Lovely. Hi, Switch. Yep, okay. I'm just trying to keep these people alive. More people to feed. Woo! Hey, that's my bud. They finally pitched in once they realized you're not going anywhere. And yeah, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna hang out. I'm not gonna abandon you. God, these look so janky. Okay, it's not an eye for an eye, Kane. I find
myself instinctively worrying about Alette as I approach the gates, even though I know she's gone. Despite everything else going on, it's still mankind that worries me the most.
That's because mankind are a bunch of dicks. A growing crowd is gathering at the gates. It's easy to tell the curious bystanders from the hardened, darkened faces of Rugga's loyalists, but there are plenty of different colors being flown here. The Varl are also nearby, looking uncomfortable. As you step forward, the disgruntled murmur of the crowd turns into the squeaking of rats skittering into hiding holes. Rugga, as always, wears the satisfied smile of a man who drowned his own humility in bottomless ambition long ago. I mean, but that's a big question, is like, at what point, mercy? right? Because Rugga is a huge asshole. He literally killed the king. But I still don't feel like, and this is like probably like Western modern idealism here, but I don't feel like pummeling him to death is the appropriate response. And I feel that he's right in a way when he says that if I were to just get rid of him in secret, his followers would like they'd have some reason to speak out against me then, because I murdered a man in secret instead of publicly announcing his crimes and like publicly executing him. A public execution and a like pummeling in the basement until he's dead are two very different things. Like very different in my mind. Either way he's dead, but in one way I feel like a murderer, and the other way I feel like I've served justice. So I didn't feel like the way in which they described Rook killing Rugga was appropriate for how I wanted to play the character, unfortunately. Ahaha, our savior has joined us. Maybe now we can hear some sense. I'm tired of listening to your bitch yap. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking kill her. Him. It. You'd prefer it to my bite. That's why a vicious dog should be muzzled. You don't see the irony in that coming from you, Rugga? I don't know what you mean. As usual, I only want to protect our people, but Oddlife hears what she pleases. You only want to condemn. It starts with the dredge. How long before you convince them we're the next enemy? What do you mean, starts with the dredge? She would throw away all of our sacrifice to let them walk through the gates. Just as there are Varl here, horseborn. Many of those outside these gates are women and children too. We've known this. We've taken in a dredge infant whose mother was slain. It has been amongst you this whole time. Rugga's eyes grow wide at this. A disapproving murmur ripples through the crowd. Be that as it may, tell me why I lost good Varl fighting them for hundreds of years. When our leaders tell us to fight, we fight. The dredge are no different. Bellower is gone. Idless and Ruin are gone. Are the rest beating down our doors, crying for blood? No, they cry out for mercy. All I'm suggesting is that we don't leave them to suffer in the darkness. We can find a way. Before he died, our king said everyone lives. Who is Rugga to disagree? He is no king. Oddlife is right. There is no king here. Look at the faces around you, some who just lost children, trampled beneath bloody dredge hooves. Shall we invite the dredge in for another go? I don't see how any of this matters. When the darkness covers us, we'll all be the same sort of dead. But, all things being equal, I'll shed no tears for the dredge now. Here, some common sense. And what does our heroic Sunderslayer believe? Speak up. We've all been waiting for your wisdom. We should not be listening to criminals who cowered in chains while we died on the battlefield. Yeah. I feel like this is a way to get like a public... Because I feel like heartfelt appeal isn't really like, I don't know. We could fight the dredge when they come again, or we could take a chance on peace, or I won't defend the dredge if it leads to war, are two like very obvious like black and white answers. I feel like this one is anti-Rugga, but I don't know if it actually addresses the situation. But I don't know if that's the best answer. Call him out? Yeah, okay, I'll call him out. Keep telling your fellow men that they're led by criminals and traitors. See how well it plays. Rugga appeals to the crowd. No. Friends, shall we fling the gates open wide to the murderous dredge, embrace their hammers and stones? Should I let this hysterical woman endanger your families, your kin, for murderous, stinking slag? God damn it. See, that's really frustrating because they just blew it off. It's almost like that was like a non-answer. By choosing to attack Rugga, you don't actually get the choice to address the crowd at all. It's really frustrating, and I really wish that I could go back and choose something different. But you can't. Yeah, it's a bunch of poop. What's this?